Hi, this is the Mom series, The Misunderstanding of Multiplicity. And this channel is normally about multiplicity in the media, DID, MPD, plurality, living multiply, whether you're recovering from traumatic abuse or whether however you've come to know that you're multiple through psychiatry, through a diagnosis, or you experience your life as a group. I usually will go and look at all of the stuff in the media and compare it to my experience and the group that I'm with. And they will share too, some of them that feel comfortable being out here. I was diagnosed with MPD in 1986 when it was called MPD. And when I was 49 years old, 2 years ago, I decided I wanted to come out here and be a little bit more public about what it's been like living plurally, multiply with a group that has tried all the traditional approaches of integration, that has worked really, really hard in therapy with one doctor a long while, continually, all the time, and been consulted with other doctors and observed and studied and treated and everything. I wanted to share what it's like for my biological family, for medical doctors when they know that I'm multiple, for church members when they know I'm multiple, employers when they knew I'm multiple, friends when you have to tell them, how it changes things, and it doesn't have to, but it does. So I've been following mostly United States of Tara, new show on Showtime, which most of you know. I follow season 1 and season 2. It's about a woman with MPD, DID. She's 37 and she has children. She has husband, and she's an artist, and the show seems to have taken the approach of trying to show integration 2 different times. In the opening of season 1, Tara is supposedly off medications, so now her personalities have come back. In season 2, she goes back on her medications, and they supposedly all the alters or people with her go away. But what most of us multiples out here know in psychiatry is there is no medication for making a person integrate. So what they really were showing is that it doesn't work. That if they integrated her, there'd be no show. But I think what I wanted to talk about today was why it's so important to so many people in the multiple community that psychiatry and lay people understand integration and what it means to them. For this group, well, I think each group defines integration for themselves, in their own experience, what it is. They define it. For this group, integration is co-consciousness, being co-aware, everyone staying, nobody leaving, nobody being mushed together into one. Not one, but we. Always we. Always thinking of the majority. Honoring each other. Having a creed that we live by. Not so much rules, not rules, but a list of to-dos that we all agree on. If anybody should find themselves using the body or out here, it's just how we live. Journaling, internal dialoguing, listening, respecting, negotiating, sharing. Well, this concept really was new to psychiatry until Trudy, Chase, and the Troops came along. And Trudy and the Troops passed away on March 10th. And I wanted to do a little tribute video to Trudy and the Troops, because I don't think that many people really, other than multiples, really know what the Troops contributed, and really contributed, is they were the first group that came out and said, we're staying together, we're not integrating, and we're living co-consciously. And the way Trudy explained it in the Troops in interviews is co-running, co-fronting, when there's more than just her talking, experiencing anything. But this concept was really new to psychiatry and to multiples. Everyone thought they had to wait to be integrated, to get to some magical pot of gold at the end of the rainbow that made them just one, or it was a stressful thing to think about integration for some groups, it was a grieving thing for other groups, and it was a goal. It was always a goal. You weren't well unless you were one. What Trudy, Chase, and the Troops showed us is we can be we, the collective we, and still be okay, and still live functionally, and still carry on. And the Troops and Trudy went through horrendous trauma. And what they also showed is they don't have to have these persecutor people in their group that are constantly hurting each other. They don't have to have the evil alter that's always doing something bad. They really, and even though she had people, alters in her group, the Troops were made up of some people that were more protective, some people that would get more aggressive or assertive or react more angrily. It did not have to be a constant war or battle. They decided to united come together, and really affected this group profoundly, and me, to realize that we don't have to keep jumping into imaginary meditative streams to rivers to oceans to become one big body together of water, or we don't have to become an ice cube dripping into a drop that as we lessen and then become one. This merging can happen just by being together. So even though other people might experience me in this group at times as scattered or off topic or adding more to a statement, like if I'm talking about something, it might seem like I'm espousing on it because somebody else is coming along and adding their 2 cents, and then another's 2 cents, and another's 2 cents. Or at times, people are often about wanting to do what they want to do, but it doesn't have to look always disorganized. It doesn't have to be feared and just Trudy and the Troops really, really went a long way to show psychiatry that integration, if it happens as though there's just one person left and all the alters go away, if it happens, it's not by making the age go up of everybody and everybody being the same age. It's not by sodium pentothal. It's not by hypnosis. It's spontaneous, and they don't know. Nobody knows why it happens. So Trudy and the Troops not only gave awareness to child abuse, and were terrifically brave in doing that, they also taught a lot of multiples out there what it's like to co-run, co-front together. And I just wanted to say my condolences. I know it comes late, and I'm sorry. I get Google alerts for keywords, and I wanted to give condolences to Trudy, Chase, and the Troops, and their children and grandchildren, and say thank you for helping so many of us out here. Okay, God bless. Bye.